Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Take only what aligns, as with anything else in life. All right, y'all. Let's see. What's in the energy? I'm literally just, I don't know. Felt like doing a reading. I felt drawn to the cards. Oh no. What? Hold on, y'all. I got a whole deck that does not belong in here. A whole oracle deck. My shadow oracle deck. Oh, I'm so glad I saw this. I thought it was a little thicker. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's get grounded. What's going on here? Let's get real deal Holyfield. Four of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh. And the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Swords. So right off the back we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. A possible Gemini. Or someone with Gemini placements. Someone is feeling insecure, jealous, vengeful, or they wanted revenge. They felt like someone was very selfish and someone triggered their insecurities. Or someone was trying to trigger their insecurities. Okay, really it's like somebody tried to trigger you into being or feeling insecure about something, and for them that was going to be this good time, or that was going to be this revenge, but it was a canceled celebration. I don't know if this has something to do with your birthday. Okay. I don't know. But you were supposed to give up on something, or you were supposed to feel insecure. It's a lot of reversals here. King of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe that something wasn't going right, that something wasn't working, that you were investing in someone or investing in something that was... Yeah, someone wanted you to lose your confidence or something like that. About something you were building, something you were creating. Someone wanted you to lose your confidence in it. They were expecting this to somehow give them some kind of, like, they were going to reap. Six of Pentacles. They were going to receive some kind of harvest. What is this, a bet? Someone lost a bet? The Chariot in reverse. Okay, whoever this person is, it had no effect on you. It had no effect on you. This was like a misguided attempt to have revenge or something like that. I don't know. This could be a fire sign. Like I said, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could also be a Cancer. But they're not seeing a way in. This could be someone who feels powerless to stop this opposition, or if this is you, that's like, if they feel attacked by you, they feel as if there's nothing that they can do. Maybe this is like what's happening to them instead of what's happening to you. It's like something they wanted to happen to you is happening to them. What's the Eight of Swords? The Ace of Pentacles. Mischances, lack of foresight, deficiency, frustration, insecurity. Insecurity on top of insecurity. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like manifesting your worst outcome. Manifesting your worst desire or your worst fear. Bad investment. So someone was trying to convince you that something you were doing was a bad investment. Let me see how it pays out for you, or how it works out for you. But it feels like whatever they gave their attention to, or whatever they were pouring into, this is actually the bad investment. In fact, they're even more insecure than they were originally. Lack of foresight, poor planning. This was not a good idea. This was a bad decision. Someone made a really bad decision. How is this working out for you? Whoa. Whoa. How is this working out for you? Whoa. How is this working out for you? Could be this Gemini, a Virgo, an Aquarius. It's the Magician in the upright. That doesn't sound like a bad investment at all. That sounds like an investment that is almost like striking gold. It feels like striking gold. It feels like you gave to something when you had nothing to give or something like that. Or you were invested in something when there was no, you weren't getting anything for it with the King of Pentacles. I mean, it wouldn't seem that you were. It wasn't really like benefiting you. Thank you so much for the compliment. No. But with the Magician, you can pretty much create whatever you want to from this. You've like, whatever you invested in, the potential of it is limitless. Four Wands again in reverse though. Something is extremely unstable. Something is extremely unstable. So maybe there is something, like I said, this could have been you investing in you. That's a good plan. But I feel like there's another situation here and they wanted you to invest in this, but this is not stable. It could be two situations that someone wants you to invest in. Neither one of the situations are stable. The Four of Wands is like my bank card too. It's like a bankrupt. They ain't got shit. Like, okay, so I'm serious. Like, I just went to, I can't wait to talk about this. I'm so glad that this energy came up. Because this has only ever happened once before in my life. When I was a kid. I was like 8 years old, and my stepmom, there was a KFC at the corner of 7 Mile and Evergreen in Detroit, Michigan. And we never went to that one because she hated them. They were always out of something. How are you out of chicken, at a chicken place? But anyway, it was late. We had just got out of the Kingdom Hall or church, whatever you want to call it. And we was getting ready to go home and we didn't have dinner. And so she stopped there. And so she was asking and we don't have this. Oh, we don't have that. She was like, well, can I get a bologna sandwich then? And I don't know why that was so hilarious, but it was just so funny because it was like that peak, that moment when the light went out of her eyes and she just lost her patience. And she just was like, well, what? I knew she wanted to curse so bad. Like, what the fuck are you open for? So I literally just, like, why are you open? You have nothing. So you should not even be in business. So That just happened to me yesterday at Savvy Sliders. And I really just wanted to go there with her. But anyway, the point is, I just could not believe it. I literally was like, just shut down for the day. Like, what are you talking about? Even the sandwich that they did have in stock, it wasn't like the real fish, and she couldn't explain to me what kind of fish it was. I'm like, how do you go from a beer battered cod fish sandwich to some nameless fish that, no, it's not beer batter, no, I don't know what the name of it is, no, it's not on our menu, no, what are y'all doing in here? Just the complete misrepresentation of whatever they're saying that they're selling, or it's Savvy Sliders, KFC. These are, what do you call those when it's a lot of them? I don't know, but they're like in a corporation. It's a franchise. You have certain standards to uphold. What are you talking about? You have a label, and people are coming there for what they experience at each and every other one that is the same thing, but nothing, ain't got shit. So I was just so done with it. This is giving that vibe. I don't know what it is, but it's like nobody. Nobody. Nothing's happening. Nothing. There's nothing. And someone wants you to invest in nothing. Yeah, someone wants you to invest in nothing. Invest in something that does not even seem to be steady, stable. It doesn't even seem to be making anyone happy. It hasn't made anything better. It hasn't made anything more stable. Both of these situations. Knight of Swords. Who is this attacking? It's okay. Two situations are lacking, possibly because of attacks. The Tower here says this is a no. So this is about to divine intervention. Divine intervention. Maybe this was something you were considering, because like I said, somebody could have attacked you. What they were trying to put you through, they ended up going through. You, on the other hand, have manifested a version of yourself that feels capable of pretty much doing anything you need to do. And you are actually in a space where you could create opportunity, or you could be generous, you could pour into another situation or something like that. But both of these, it's like two situations that want you to pour into it, or they want your attention. But neither one of them are grounded. Neither one of them can build with you. They can't work with you. Likely with the Four of Wands, because I was thinking of like the Three of Wands, maybe seeing the help coming in, or seeing where you can fit in and help. It feels like they're working against it, like self-sabotage. And then you have the Knight of Swords. They have help with this. The Tower. This is probably divine intervention. Literally, like the Knight of Swords. I could read it. I like to read it. I don't know why, but I feel like somebody always says, oh, that's not an entity. That's, that's not what the Knight of Swords means. But no, literally, it says it could be like an impersonable force. Look it up. What do you think that is? An entity. Both of these situations, both of these connections, or both of these people were dealing with something that you couldn't see, but you can definitely see the results of it. It's nothing that you really wanted to be a part of. The Tower is intense and sudden change, catastrophe, destructive energy, painful loss, tragedy, revelation, trauma, chaos. People run from that, not into that. Well, you know what? The Knight of Swords could also, let me read it, because I'm going to pull on the Knight of Swords, but this could be possible that maybe someone was trying to assist with the divine intervention. They could have been moving or operating like in defense to try to keep something from falling, or keep something from being as intense or sudden, or keep something from blowing up, getting to a place where it created some kind of catastrophe. So this could be, the Knight of Swords could definitely be like somebody well-meaning. It didn't feel that wasn't the energy of it, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. So maybe this is somebody in your life that you choose to give the benefit of the doubt for whatever reason. But I won't lie, it came out with the Tower and the upright, and I just kind of feel like you already know. You know better. It would be nice, and this is what you would think. But honestly, that's not what you've seen or felt. When this energy comes towards you, this fast pace, all of a sudden type of energy, it's never like exactly what you asked for. And usually it's what you did not ask for. It almost feels like a reckoning of some sort, like something is happening that's against your will. Okay, let's see. What's the Knight of Swords? It's pushy. Is somebody pushing up on you? I like it when you put that thing on me. There's some part in the street. Man is supposed to be, baby. Like a real man is supposed to be. What is the Knight of Swords? It used to be. I'm getting like mixed vibes. We do have two situations here. Maybe there are two fire signs. So one could be that knight in shining armor energy, and maybe one is like just trying to push up on something. The upright Knight of Swords has a very forceful personality, combining total commitment to his cause with sharp intellect. This could be a young man that tends to be assertive to the point of being domineering. Yeah, literally like pushing up on you. A powerful friend, but a formidable opponent. When describing a situation, this card indicates a period of strife is forthcoming, but in spite of initial difficulties, you could likely triumph in the end, particularly if you adopt a decisive and positive approach from the outset. Strong personality, domineering conflict. An impersonable force, aggression. So I don't know, maybe it's just somebody with aggressive energy. It could be two aggressive masculine energies, and they are maybe serving two different agendas. One, it feels like they're trying to break something down, and the other feels like they're trying to light something up, like bring clarity to a situation, maybe bring closure to a situation, an ending of some sort. Okay. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, likely a Gemini. Three of Wands, here it is. Yeah, for somebody, this was exactly what you needed. Like this, maybe this, you needed a strong personality. You needed someone that would be a little more forceful with you, someone who would push you. You needed a strong hand. Maybe this took like it took a man. Some situation could have taken a man. Look, Liam. Do you see that airplane up there? It's like blue. I don't know if you can see it. It's silver. But it's got like, yeah, your favorite color blue. That aqua blue. Wow. I've never seen an airplane with that teal. It's like shiny metallic silver with teal, a teal wing on it. Like this one, this color. So pretty in the sky. Okay. Judgment in reverse. The Three of Wands. They're coming in, but they're indecisive and they're distracted. They may even feel that you're getting closer to them, but there's something else that keeps grabbing their attention, so they're not really sure about how they feel about this. They're not really sure if this is worth it or if this is going to be helpful. Or if they're going to be helpful. Someone isn't sure if they're doing the right thing. They're moving forward anyway because they see something as an opportunity. They want to take a chance. They don't see how they could lose. It almost feels like they're a little blinded. They're taking advantage of an opportunity, but it's kind of like they're going on their own insight and wisdom alone. And I believe when I just read the Knight of Swords, it did speak to their intellect. So maybe like a particular wisdom that they carry or experience they carry that's specific to this situation. Maybe even knowing how to turn a situation around, changing something, getting it out the ground, getting it out the mud, you know. where the investment is very small at first, but if you continue with it and if you're deliberate, intentional, you keep putting in, you keep doing the work, you keep investing, it could really turn around. And it's like you could literally get something from the ground up. Like, I mean, you know, like something that would cost a whole lot once it was already complete. You could have gotten it at the beginning and put work into it. You could have poured into it. Could pour into it. For somebody, it could almost feel like they got it for free. This is the case. Somebody feels like they made an investment, and someone is like sick about this. Someone is sick about this. Like, okay, because someone is like, I'm going to get in on this investment, and they're like, yeah, no. And it's like mind blowing because they knew that they were going to be able to get in on this. In fact, they could have felt like they were literally, okay, this person was back and forth, but I don't think that it's not working for somebody. It feels like too masculine, and there's a singular investment that they're both invested in. And it feels like one is taking this as some kind of cause or something, you know, like a justification. They have to do it. They feel called to do it. This, you know, they feel like they have some rights or something, like, you know, legalities, receipts, something like that, you know. And then it's just like somebody is just like a fucking tower. That's really like a pillar of strength. So maybe someone powerful. And they're just like, no. This could be a Scorpio. It could also be an Aries or a Leo. And they're not the only person, but they're the only one that's coming up. But with this tower, there are two people getting pushed out of this. I don't know why the other person isn't really coming up, but maybe one person just cares more than the other. Yeah, we have literally. One cares more than the other. The fool is lackadaisical, kind of free-flowing, going with the breeze. Whatever works for you, works for me. This is like Leo energy. They could actually, okay, because Leo does carry chaos, and Leo is the energy of the tower. Even the fool in general can like represent a paradox of controversies or contradictions. So somebody is completely confused at how something was turned around, and how something just changed, why there is this like painful loss or feeling of loss, why there are these revelations. Like there's certain epiphany. Someone is having to see something that's causing them to make a judgment call on something they were adamant about never, you know, separating or never making a finalized decision on. I don't know. Someone never intended to decide. What is the Judgment in reverse? That's that Scorpio energy again. Maybe this is the same person dealing with two different situations and how they're dealing with both of them. It just feels like two sides of one coin that I'm reading. Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. This was like someone's plan all along. They were following a plan, kind of like following guidance and not really being consciously aware of why. They just were following their truth, doing what they felt called to do, doing what they, you know, felt right, felt justified. This could even be someone who is like literally following a plan that it's a spiritual journey. So God's plan. They're following God's plan. They're doing what their intuition is guiding them to do. So if it is causing someone to not invest, or it's causing a disruption to something, or they're overthrowing something or overturning something, it's not like this elaborate scheme or some kind of strategic, you know, way of doing something. Someone is literally following their guidance. 2, 3, you know, 4. Like, what do you think happens when someone's just taking the next step? taking the next step. This is the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. What's next for them if they continue? I mean, it says they're powerful, they're smart, they're intellectual. Like, there's really no way that they could lose. You got 2 4 wands standing in front of you. What are you gonna do if you're capable, especially if this is this individual here with the Magician energy? Or even the Tower energy. Is just the powerful. These are major arcana cards. The Magician, the Tower, the Fool. Nobody is better equipped than you to say, you know what? I'll flip both of these houses. I'll flip both of these banks. I'll flip both of these. Like, I'll turn over both of these situations. I'll do it. Somebody got to do it. It's like a job or something. Great investment, because the investment, I feel, is about to pay off. That's what's next. 2 3. I feel like it's waiting on someone's certainty. Could have been waiting on you to just be certain, to make a decision. What's the Judgment in reverse? Yeah, the Hangman. Okay, for your perspective to shift. Things have been stagnant because you were being too cocky or arrogant or prideful, to the point that you were like resisting the help. You were resisting the help. You were resisting the clarity. You were uncertain or unsure, or whoever this is. Somebody was uncertain, unsure that their next step was going to get the results that they wanted. But why would it not? You went from just an idea or a thought or an inspiration, that's the Ace of Wands, to the Two of Wands, actually seeing it. Having a vision. This is a visionary energy. It's a planning energy. It's receiving the guidance, what you need to let go of, what you need to leave behind, what you need to do next. You follow the right steps, and the Three of Wands is like, pretty much you've done all that you can do, and the only thing left for you is to wait for this next thing to come towards you, your next step to come towards you, for this door to open, for this person to reach out. But inevitably, if you follow the plan, 1 2 3, what's next? 4. But somebody it's like twice in their life. This sudden change, this sudden epiphany, they could be uprooting 2 people or 2 individuals, 2 situations simultaneously. They're gutting this situation, they're clearing it out and turning it over. I feel like it's a good investment if this is an investment. The Temperance, yeah. And your balance. You're capable of this. You're capable, you're balanced. Like I said, God's plan, so it's blessed. Your actions are blessed. You're in the perfect place to do it. You're in the perfect place to do it. I just feel like it's your mindset. And it could be because you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable to certain influences that lower your confidence or drain your energy. You could be already knowing that and letting go of that. Yeah, you're getting back to peace. There was a certain behavior pattern, or maybe just a person or a way of handling something, or even just a mindset. Right? It could be your thought patterns. But your hope and happiness is returning to you, and it's because you've chosen to hold on to peace. So it's helping you to recover. You're recovering. All right, everybody's not going to be happy about that. With the Tower, this piece could be the Tower. The Tower does represent also like strength, being solid, strong, unmovable, unshakable, unbreakable, right? Like, so it is achieving some kind of oneness or stability or balance or peace that is not easily disrupted. But I feel like in order to do that, you had to disrupt something. Like, you had to disturb the peace to gain your peace of mind. So, yeah, just everybody's not happy about that. Everybody's not happy about that, but I think that's also why you're coming through so like adamant, or your energy is so forceful or powerful. It's because of how you're choosing to do something. Maybe like what you're doing is very peaceful, very tamed. very demure, very peaceful, very chivalrous, very demure, very demure. I don't know. I'm just getting that. Temperance. Could be like a Sagittarius or something here. Or just some, you're a fucking earth angel. The way you're doing something so just mild. You have like a mild humility. Very soft energy, very soft Venusian type of energy, very soft spirit. So it's making something that could be very destructive or something that could be like, you know, difficult. It's making something easier. And I do feel like this is mostly mentally. You're disrupting people's peace because you're giving clarity. You're giving clarity. You're showing somebody's, there's two individuals, something that you're doing or some way you're handling something is giving clarity and awareness to two individuals in your life, or it's shedding the light on two situations, possibly what did not go right. Okay. So someone now knows what to do. If they are investing and they didn't know exactly what to do, they do now. So I don't know, but somebody doesn't like that. They don't like the lights coming on. They don't like things being seen. Okay, because someone wasn't doing anything. So something wasn't just bankrupt. These Four of Wands, they didn't just crumble and fall, you know, just willy-nilly or because there was a big attack against them. No, it's like it takes two, or it took four, but everybody was not putting in. Everybody wasn't playing their part. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, only worried about themselves. Very superficial, ungrounded, unstable. Maybe even like a workaholic, but mostly for clout, just to like say it, you know. Just to say how hard they work and how hard they're working. Just to say, you know, how much money they spent. Somebody, like, this is to the point though, they're always grumpy, they're always mad. So someone's energy was really bad. This is something failed because the energy was never right. Just a bad attitude, like rude, very rude. And whatever they were pouring into, no rewards really. It was making them lazy in all of the other areas of life that they actually wanted to be successful in. So even though there was maybe some kind of material success, it still wasn't enough to make them feel like financially blessed or stable. And it also was not like a better, you know, it was still like a waste of time. And now they feel like a lot of things haven't been done, or a lot of things are undone, or a lot of things could be better, but they're just kind of left to the wayside. So someone gave up on this. Someone gave up on an investment. Someone could have saw that as, you know, a lack of loyalty or character. So yeah, this is the end. Yeah, this is the end of something here, but I feel like someone knew this ahead of time. It's like someone had already made up their mind of what they were going to do and how they were going to do it, because they could already see that someone's loyalty just wasn't there, and that someone literally was going to pretty much abandon the plan, abandon their role. Intuitive, they were listening to their subconscious. If they have a feminine energy that they're connected to, if this is the masculine and you were like really in tune with your feminine, or this is you really knowing what your heart was telling you and allowing it to guide you. You listen to your inner voice. You may not have been a very spiritual being, but you are now, like, your spirituality, you went through some kind of spiritual ascension. So now you're like receiving your own downloads. You're starting to be able to see through things intuitively that maybe you weren't. You could have just only been looking on the surface. But someone on the surface here, whatever they were showing, they did not see it through. They were not committed. But now you can see this person a mile away. So you know what they're committed to and what they're not committed to. So secrets are being revealed to you and you're using it, or this person here is using this to help them with this investment. That's how they're able to turn something around, maybe in like record time, because they're using their third eye. I feel like it's a masculine that went through a spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening, third eye awakening, really. And this could be a female too, but it has something to do with how you are perceiving the 3D. What people are literally doing or not doing. How you're reading through that. Alright, you guys, I'm going to leave the reading here. Yeah, it's like details. The fine details, okay, of things. You're adjusting something or you're able to see something now. You're getting more clarity through just these tiny details are helping you to like, almost like a stitch that is putting together an entire storyline. But, okay. So I'm going to leave that energy there, you guys. Thanks for the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you'll know when I go live. I do usually record the readings live. So, anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.